you've changed, they're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. And I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. And so I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you.
Stop it. You're not supposed to do that. I have a question for Nikki and John and Joy and Al. Are you willing to sustain and strengthen this marriage by giving Alyssa and AJ the public commitment of your love and support through the years ahead?
We do.
Nikki and Joy, before you are seated, can you please come up and light the candles? I'm going to read something that AJ wrote while they light the candles. The Strongest Tree by A.J. Krokenberger. Much like the love between two people, even the largest and strongest tree starts off as a seedling. As time passes, it begins to develop into something truly remarkable. Emerging from the earth as it reaches the sky, the tree develops much like that of a budding relationship, forging new paths of growth as it reaches new heights. As the tree expands, so does the root system. These roots are the support system for the maturing tree, similar to the family and friends that are gathered here today in support of this union between AJ and Alyssa. Today, these roots are becoming forever entwined as two families come together to support the unwavering love between the bride and groom. It is this root system that will help create the strongest tree that can weather any storm. And with that, AJ and Alyssa, want to come up and light the center candle? AJ and Alyssa, now together as you light this candle of unity, you symbolize the flame of your own individual selves, joining to ignite the partnership of marriage. You also bring the warmth, strength, and wisdom of your family's fire as kindling for your own. As Alyssa and AJ, your flames are separate, yet they feed the same fire. This is the tough section. When you both asked me to officiate your wedding, I think I was in shock for a few days. To be given this honor to take such a special role in one of the most important days in your lives meant more to me than you can imagine. You are both blessed to have parents and grandparents whose marriages combined total upwards of 250 years. That is a strong foundation for you as you begin day one. Now, obviously, I've known you, AJ, since the day you were born. I have seen you grow and change through all the stages of your life. Throughout, your character is one of confidence, strength, conviction, and most important, love and loyalty. I have often been the recipient of that love and loyalty. When you love and are passionate about something, you give it your all. You're a lot like your grandpa and your dad. You have the belief that there is a right way to do things, and that is the only way to do them. It's the engineering gene. You have your mom's heart, always wanting to care for those you love. As I've gotten to know you, Alyssa, the same character traits are shown: confidence, strength, conviction, and again, most important, love and loyalty. You are passionate, and you have such a gift with your words that are backed by your passionate heart. I see that heart as you talk about your career as a lawyer, in the way you care for Tony and Jackson, and of course, in your relationship with AJ, and the life you are both creating together. I am sure, as with AJ, these strengths and heart are passed on to you from your mom and dad. I remember early in your relationship when AJ's appendix burst. I spoke with Joy on the phone, and she was telling me how she was impressed you stayed at the hospital with him, and then instead of him going to his parents when he was released, he went to his apartment and you took care of him. I think Joy and I both thought, this relationship might be headed somewhere, and look where we are now. There is a line in a song I like that speaks well of this moment for the two of you. It says, all I really want to do is say I love you, and all I really want to do is be next to you. Here on the edge of what lies ahead, I'm ready to fall into you. You guys ready? At this moment is the anchor that holds your past and present and future. Tonight you are beginning the journey together that will last the rest of your lives. And like any journey, there will be amazing experiences on mountaintops. Today, hopefully, being one such experience. Sometimes you'll walk through the valleys and have trouble finding your way, but no matter where you go, no matter how long or difficult the journey is, the person beside you will make your journey worthwhile. And let me just remind you that love and loyalty are the essence of a happy and enduring marriage. No other human vows are more tender, and no words are more sacred than those you have written and will share with each other now. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys can sit. I didn't look up. I thought they did.
Alyssa, a sorrows ungrown. It was over 8 years ago since I first laid eyes on you, and I haven't stopped thinking of you since. Ever since you thought I was the creepy dishwasher who had the crush on you, which I was not, by the way. I knew I was going to fall in love with you. It wasn't until you decided to move to California for law school that I realized how much I truly loved you. And when you called to tell me that you got into UB and would be moving back east, it was the happiest day of my life. That happiest moment has since been superseded, most recently by this exact moment right here and right now. As we enter the next phase of our lives together, I promise to always stand by your side. I promise to support you, as I know you will support me, through all of life's adventures. I promise to love you unconditionally, even if you continue to tell me the dogs are more important than me. But most importantly, I promise to be better than the best husband you could have ever imagined I could be, because it's you and me against the world, and there's no partner I'd rather conquer it with than you.
AJ. The first time I knew I loved you was before we ever started dating. Right before I left to move to California, you bought me a Jenny variety pack and some Bukowski books. And I thought to myself, I really love this guy. Since then, my love for you has only multiplied. There are so many things about you that I love about you that there are almost too many to list. I'm going to try a couple. I love that I have learned so much from you, although most of it has been about motorcycles, cars, and football, and admittedly, I haven't retained all of it. You are supportive of everything I do to achieve my goals and dreams, and you really are the Marty to my group. You are the only person who can make me feel better, calm me down, or even make me laugh when I'm upset. You're an amazing dog dad, and even accepted Tony as your own. I love that you indulge my crazy ideas and harebrained schemes, and even add your own twist to them. Most of all, I love that I can just fully be myself with you. You really are a partner to me, and today I am so happy to make a commitment to that partnership for life. I promise to tell you I love you every day. I promise to support you in all that you want out of life. I promise to put you first. I promise to always stand beside you, never in front of you or behind you, as your partner in life. You really are my everything from here to Mars, and my forever and always.
As Alyssa and AJ have made these sacred promises to each other, we will symbolize their commitment to one another through the pouring together of these two individual containers of sand. One of these jars is filled with the sand from Durand Beach, respecting the west side of Rochester, where Alyssa grew up. The other is filled with sand from the Webster Cliffs on Irondequoit Bay, on the east side of Rochester, where AJ grew up. As these two containers of sand are poured into a third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into individual containers, so will be with your marriage. Your marriage begins with your vows and the promises of fidelity and honesty you speak to one another today. So with that I ask, AJ, do you love Alyssa willingly and completely, withholding nothing? Do you promise to protect her and give her your deepest considerations of her feelings, desires, and needs? Do you strive to keep your love flexible and adapt to changing circumstances in the marriage? And do you promise to be Alyssa's counselor, sweetheart, and her best friend from this day forward?
I do.
Alyssa, do you love AJ willingly and completely, withholding nothing? Do you promise to protect him and give him your deepest considerations of his feelings, desires, and needs?
Yeah.
Do you strive to keep your love flexible and adapt to changing circumstances in the marriage? And do you promise to be AJ's counselor, sweetheart, and his best friend from this day forward? Can we have the rings? Each of you will hold on to the other's ring until we exchange. The ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple, it has no beginning and no end. It is round like the sun, like the moon, like the eye, like the arms that embrace. It is a circle, for love that is given comes back around again. Your rings are precious because when you wear them with love, they symbolize your commitment in marriage. They remind you of who you are, where you've been, and where you are going. As you wear them through time, they will reflect not only who you are as individuals, but also as a couple. AJ, as you place the ring on Alyssa's finger, please repeat after me. You are the love of my life and my very best friend, forever and always, until death do us part. Alyssa, as you place the ring on AJ's finger, please repeat after me. You are the love of my life and you are my very best friend, forever and always, until death do us part. Before I pronounce you as husband and wife, I have just one more thing I want to say. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. It is a day filled with emotions, rings, and dances. Many people remember how fleeting their own wedding day was, So I want you to take a few seconds and look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place, in this moment. Really let that feeling register in your heart and in your mind. Now I want you to think about your life together in 20 years. Where are you? What are you doing? We all know that your visions of the future are not identical, but always complementary. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together, that is reality." For the couple which stands before us right now, that reality starts here. And there, in that life, may you always find love. Alyssa and AJ, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises you just made. It is with that in mind and the power bestowed on me by the internet, and now pronounced you husband and wife. But before I let you kiss, there's one thing I would like to do. I want to take a picture of you from my perspective, with all of the family and friends behind you that came to love and support you. You may now kiss. It is now my great pleasure to announce for the first time AJ and Alyssa Krokenberger.